Welcome. Welcome guys. Welcome back to another video. This one's about depression. Pretty vague topic, but this is something that a lot of people deal with, and I'm actually kind of surprised that I haven't made a video directly on this topic because it affects so many people, you know what I mean? Or especially the ones that obviously relate to my videos and watch my videos. And what you feel when you have depression, it may be as something as simple as like, or it may affect you, not simple, sorry, it may affect you as hard as like it it's hard to get up out of bed, hard to brush your teeth, it's hard to take a shower, all the little simple daily things in life, you have no appetite, like it's hard to eat, or maybe you even overeat, and it affects you in the smallest ways possible that'll lead up to damaging your physical health. And genuinely, if you are dealing with this stuff, like, man, it's hard to get out of it. And just know that there are other people, many other people, dealing with the same thing as you. 100%. And whether you're like, because genuinely, okay, I don't know what I'm going with this, but genuinely, I know a lot of people that might overeat or might struggle to eat, or some people struggle to actually sleep at night. Like it'll keep them up all night, and they'll tell me how they weren't able to sleep for this, so they had to take a day off, or they had to, whatever. And even worse, when you're a kid, obviously, which all of you guys basically are, um, it's hard to take control of your life. Like, majority of the time, someone's controlling your life for you, whether it's an older brother or sister or whatever, or even your mom and dad, which is most likely people to be controlling your life, right? And I don't know about you, but most of the time I was growing up and doing things in my life, I would have to do them while I'm sick. I would have to do them while I'm depressed. But obviously, no one would know I would be depressed by doing it. So it's kind of my fault, but I know that it wouldn't even matter if I was or wasn't, because I still have to get up for school. I still have to do these certain things, chores. I know I'd have to, whatever, right? And I think that when you're sad and when you're depressed and all you want to do is lay in bed, rot in bed, whatever you may call it, and the hardest thing is to get up and especially go to school, like having to put on a mask for the people around you because you don't want them to be able to see through your mask and realize that you're depressed makes everything like 10 times harder, right? And you don't want to be like vulnerable in front of anybody, especially if you feel like you have no one you can go to, you know? And I feel like this is something that'll like come and go a lot in life, is being sad and down and depressed. It'll definitely come and go. Like sometimes you will feel like, oh, maybe I'm not even depressed, but then the next month it'll be like, oh, maybe I am depressed. You know what I mean? Kind of that sort of thing. And it's like, I feel like it just makes life genuinely like really hard. Obviously, like it does, and I feel like it's in so many more people. Like you could take a look around your school or whatever, or work or whatever, right? Like it's in a lot more people than we think, and it affects everybody differently. Like I feel like certain people will become a certain way because of it. It's like it might even make you more moody, if that makes sense. And yeah, and things that you might go through because, like you are depressed, whether it's like, I don't know, it's hard, like, because this falls into so many categories. Like, you could start hating yourself Like you can start isolating yourself more. You can start being alone more. You're gonna close off your walls. You're just gonna be alone, you know? That's the first I feel like that's one of many people's first instinct is that when they're down, when they're depressed, and when they're not in a way that wants to be shown to other people, they're going to close their doors and shut everybody off until they're back to health, you know? And it's probably one of the most like healthy ways to recover, if that makes sense. Because I feel like social interaction, and especially with the ones that you care about, can help you a lot in a way. And it can make you feel like you can rely on someone, or like that someone will have your back no matter what, you know? And because you decided to close your walls and become more isolated to the world, it's hard. Like it's harder, I should say. I think it's still possible, but if you're someone who's like is- I don't know how to word this bad, but if you're someone that like just recently got it, or you're new to it, and that's your first instinct, and like it's gonna be rough. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's actually genuinely, I feel like really hard for somebody to go through it alone for the first time. Like over time, like I wouldn't be surprised if you end up just like closing your doors off in the future when you know more about yourself. But like when you're new to it and that's your first instinct, I understand why it may be a lot of people's first instinct because like being depressed, it ties in with a lot of things. And what many people deal with this is like definitely a serious topic, right? Um, like I said earlier, surprised that I haven't gone through this, but I feel like I haven't talked about this because the things that go in with like being depressed like branches out to so many different subjects and whatnot. And I feel like me personally, I feel like I don't have like a broad enough understanding of it, if that makes sense. Like I have a good understanding of it, but it ties in with like the things that are around me, if that makes sense. Like the things that um I go through. Like I'm not gonna know absolutely everything because I haven't really studied too much on the subject, but I'll know what I went through and I'll know my experience, you know. And mine, I'll start off by saying this. And I didn't talk about my experience, I was just talking about it as a whole, right? My experience was I first inhabited this, I would say COVID time. Everything fucking happened COVID time. Like, for me at least, like, this is just, I'm tired of this shit. This shit's just diabolical. But, anyways, it usually occurs, due to for me, that for what I think, and obviously the others about me, it'll be like one of three things: your family, your friends, your relationship, or actually even like where you're at in life. Like those top four things are usually what causes it. And then how you deal with it and how bad the experience is, I guess. And what you know in life is how you'll be, I guess, once you are going through it, you know? And I don't know the type of person that everyone will become after they become depressed because a lot of people will be different. A lot of people will like turn their back against the world, but a lot of people will start to appreciate the world more and try their best to not make others feel like what they feel. You know what I mean? And whatever you choose is your choice and whatever. No hate against it. But obviously no hate against it. But yeah, I mean, I think I covered basically the basis of this. I mean, there is a lot, but like if I were to go on and dive into the deep categories, it would be a long video. But to be fair, I've already dove into the deeper categories of this subject, like that I know of, and there's a few more that I can definitely go over, which obviously I will be. But it's pretty broad. It's pretty broad. These are like the first stages, and then depending on how people treat you, how you go on about it, is one way or another you're gonna adapt some other negative trait. If I'm being honest, it's negativity into negativity, like quite literally. Like, and sure, you may soon one day grow out of it or get better, but you're gonna get something from it. Okay. And if I'm being honest though, a lot of the younger people, nah, I'm not trying to lie, but a lot of younger people, when people DM me or when people email or whatever the case may be, how people contact me, a lot of what people go through, like why they feel a certain way, is because of a lover. Like I realize, like the younger generation is you guys in low-key like relationships or love is like something drastic happens to you when you have a partner, and then all of a sudden, like life is over for you guys. Like guys, on everything, life is not over. Okay, like whether I know you guys are attached and I know you guys love this person a lot, but you guys can't be done with life over one person. Okay, you guys can't be like, oh, one person ruined my life and did this to me. Now I feel like I'm an absolute failure, piece of shit, whatever. I'm never gonna give it. Stop that. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to keep seeing. I'm okay with hearing about it like a month or two, but if you guys keep staying in the same spot after a little bit, and you guys keep thinking and feeling the same way without getting better, it's like, come on, guys, wait, hey, let's work on ourselves a little bit. Let's be better for the next person, next neto. You know what I mean? But like, man, I just realized with the younger generation, it is a lot with you guys, and love is what gets you guys, and then it sucks to me because like when you guys go through it and then you guys are like so down, and I hate it because it might even be the first, second, or even third person. You guys like, man, life is over. Life is over. I'm never gonna try again. I'm not like I'm done with life. I'm leaving. I'm out. Like, no guys, let's lock in. Okay? Okay? First of all, first of all, life is not over if someone cheats on you, if you get broken up with, if they block you, whatever, right? Think about it. But back then, how are they gonna block you back then? Whether there's no cell phones back then. Social media is ruining us, guys. Lock in, okay? Okay? I know it hurts. I know it hurts, and I know you love them, but you can't die over somebody doing this to you. Like, there's some people in life that'll never value you, that'll never appreciate you, and that will never see what you have to offer for them, okay? Some people will be that way. And some people are, I'm not saying that you guys aren't like seeing people for their character, but I'm saying a lot of people in this day and age will be like kind of fucked up, especially when they're younger. Like you can't be searching for love when you're younger, okay? But a lot of people are just having fucking fun. And even older people are fucking having fun, you know what I mean? And look, my experience, I didn't date anybody till I was 16 or 17, right? So it's like, and you guys are, the people that talk to me are sometimes a lot younger than me. Or they're like, um going through that type of shit, I guess, like or whatever. I'm not saying, okay, I don't have an experience of someone cheating on me, I don't think, or maybe I'm just stupid enough to know, but I don't think I've ever had anybody really like cheat on me because like I don't, okay, I'm not trying to say you guys are a bad judge of character, okay? I think I'm pretty picky when it comes to choosing people, and I think I'm pretty like I have standards and I hold people accountable, whatever, right? So even if there's like a million people in front of me, I'd probably only pick like one of them if I'm being honest. That's how picky I am, bro. Like it's kind of diabolical. But yeah, I feel like that's where a lot of people get their depression from. First stages of depression from is from that. And then but I hope that like it takes a 180. Like I get it, because like that's kind of where I got it from. But it's not like that's the only thing I got it from. Like when it happened to me, a lot of things from my world was crashing down on me. It's not like just my relationship was crashing down. It's like that was coming down, and COVID was everything was coming down. Okay, everything was falling apart in my life. So like I get it, how people get sad or whatever over that, and think life is over just because their lover, who they're attached to for a few months or maybe even a year, however long it may be, just suddenly chose someone else and just moved on. But that's just how it is, bro. If I'm being honest, bro, like first of all, you guys, I don't want to say this to like make you guys doubt that like you're never gonna find someone or that love is fake. It's like a lot of women in this day and age, like as soon as they're bored of being in a relationship, they're gonna leave. Okay, they're gonna leave unless they're like the one and the person that will like follow you and like they're a day one basically. They're just gonna leave. Like it's like oh, I'm bored of this shit. Like there's nothing new. Blah blah blah. I'm fucking out of here. Right then, like a lot of people are like that. Like, but I know people that are in their like 50s or 60s, like that are going through a divorce right now. Okay, like they were. It's funny because like they would tell me about it, and I'd be so like I would wonder why they're telling me a youngin like me. You know what I mean? Like but the way life goes. Okay, don't. I hate saying this shit, but it's like I don't want to keep putting on like a like I don't want to fully lie to you guys. You know what I mean? Like if I felt like if I kept telling you guys like to have hope and blah blah blah, I feel like to me that seems like a lie because I think everybody should open their mind a little bit. And I don't want anybody that watches my videos to be like one way or a certain sided or like one sided basically, you know, think a certain way and be like, because Pimi said this, I'm 100% on this side. No, 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 no. Everything I say in my videos, okay, I want it to be a 50-50. I want you guys to think that maybe there's hope in this person, maybe there isn't hope in this person. I want you guys to think for yourself, okay? Everybody that you guys meet in life, everybody that you encounter and strangers that you'll come across, okay? Like, I don't want you guys to be fully vulnerable to them, but I don't want you guys to be fully closed off to them, if that makes sense, you know? Like, I feel like, um, try not to be like closed-minded, I guess. That makes sense. Like, that's why I hate saying certain things because I get it. Like, especially being young, it's hard to, not think fully in a certain direction, especially the way you're grown up and the experiences you go through. Like, don't get me wrong, there are a couple people that I talk to that I know that are younger that'll be pretty open-minded. But even then, if they get emotional, like it's over, which I completely understand. And it's even hard for like I'd even say 99% of people to regulate their emotions, to be honest. So I'm not trying to hate on I don't hate on anybody like that. But I just want you guys to know this, all right? Like just to think for yourself and you know, don't always take everything like 100%. And this goes with a lot of things in life, okay? So I'm not just trying to educate you about love or about people in general, about depression or about what you're going through. This kind of goes in with everything in life. Okay, and I feel like in this day and age is a skill you need to learn, like actually, not to not be fooled by certain people, by certain news, by certain things you see online. Like you need to kind of be open-minded and do your own research type of thing. You know what I mean? And obviously go to professional sources, but doing your research is one of the most important things, okay? And I know you guys are young. I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck is this old unk saying? No, I'm just kidding. But in my opinion, that's just how I feel. And with that, because we're straying off the topic of depression, because this is a broad topic, broad category, um, okay. I will probably see you guys in a couple of days again. And I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Sorry if I didn't cover what you wanted me to cover, guys wanted me to cover, but it's just sometimes you know I don't have a lot to say about certain topics, especially if like I'm not thinking in that way, if that makes sense. But yeah, gorilla out. Hope everyone has a good rest of their day, rest of their night. See you guys in a couple days, and per usual, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and hey, even if I never see you guys again, I hope everything goes well for you in life, and peace out.